Hello everyone, this is KAHEVA. Are you a North Korean or South Korean? Never ask this question because asking this question is to depreciate yourself. It means that you are not interested in Koreans and Korea. It's because for 500 years, Korea's religion was education. Confucianism is to worship the education. Education about worshiping the deceased ancestors, education about worshiping the king, education about wearing clothes, education about the way of eating food. Here's also a tip. People are educated that they shouldn't make sounds when eating. There's even the education about placing the bowls for rice and soup. Soup bowls go to the right, rice bowls go to the left. There's a fixed rule. It doesn't matter if you are a foreigner. However, Koreans will 100% stick to this rule. It is the education about marriage and the education about history. Due to the 500 years of tradition, in the whole world, Korea invests the largest amount of money on education. Even today, a person without money is forgiven. The beggars are also pitied. However, the one who is not educated can't be forgiven. So one of the swear words is an ignorant person. That is, uneducated person. If you study just a little bit about South Korea and North Korea, you'll get to know that how awkward this question is. Are you North Korean or South Korean? A Korean that foreigners encounter is 100% South Korean. Why? North Koreans can never travel abroad. If a foreigner asks Korean a question, are you South Korean or North Korean? That Korean person will directly recognize two things. First, the one who asked this question is ignorant. Second, this person has no interest in Korea and didn't study about it. Here's another tip. There is 0.0001% of chance that you might meet a North Korean defector. Also on this occasion, don't ask, are you South Korean or North Korean? Just assume that he is a South Korean and continue the talk. It's because that person is given the South Korean citizenship. He also prefers South Korean lifestyle. For 500 years, Korea was a Confucian country. Confucianism is to educate every lifestyle, such as to wear, eat, drink, etc. Many of the traditions still survive. That's why Koreans wear the same style of clothes, carry the same style of bags, and follow the same trend. At this point, I'll tell you a fun story. My father doesn't like Confucian tradition, so he often says that he wants to go live in the Philippines. Now back to our main topic. Second, don't ask, did you graduate college or which university did you study at? In other words, you shouldn't ask a question about university unless that person begins to talk about it first. This question is the same as asking, are you a nobleman or a commoner? Confucianism is a religion that risked its life to studying and reading books. Even if there's nothing to eat, the nobleman read books and studied. As the religion Confucianism became stronger, the whole country was starving and was poor. So the phrase, being 양반, nobleman, doesn't feed you. This phrase became popular and people no longer wanted to become a religious 양반, a nobleman. Koreans who did business in Japan or the United States became popular. 현대, 삼성, and Lotte learned the way of commerce in Japan. A commoner means a person who sells. In the past, the one who sells didn't receive education. It was considered a cheating to receive $2 for a $1 product. That's why the people in the trades were ignored. So, Korea was poor since the business was not developed. Koreans thought that they had higher level of education than Japan, but was conquered by Japan. Koreans got shock of their life. So they did the study about overcoming poverty. They even learned the strong points of Japanese who conquered Korea. Eventually, Korea's Samsung prevailed over Japan's Sony. That's why the saying, love your enemy, means if there is something to learn, learn, even from your enemy. God wants you to be happy. Do not live for God. Don't even die. For you, God moved the solar system and He even died. Don't become a slave of any type of religion or knowledge, including Confucianism. The one who is imprisoned can be liberated if time comes. However, the one who is fettered in the prison of religion, knowledge, can almost never be emancipated. This was KAHEVA, and see you in the next video.